Hello and welcome to another episode of the Women Can Do show. I am your host, Rochelle, and I first want to tell you all happy Women Can Do Wednesday. I hope that you all took that pause today to just celebrate yourself and celebrate your fellow queens. All right. So let's get into it. Our guest is here, Alexis Branch. Welcome to the show. I am super excited.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Awesome. I have been slammed, but I'm on my wind down time now, so
Okay. Let's get into it.
good to go.
So, our topic for today is mainstream fashion and entertainment. And of course, as I introduced, our guest is Alexis Branch. Alexis is an R&B entertainer, and she's also the co-owner of Thread Life, which is a luxury fashion company and showroom. So, before we get into all of that, just briefly tell us, who is Alexis?
Alexis is all things. I do everything. Okay, so, introduction into the industry. I've been singing since I was 8. I had a
Wow.
group by the name of Bliss,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
that's been the major part of the career. But I grew up listening and studying Michael Jackson, and Aaliyah is my number one idol.
Oh,
Janet,
yeah.
just I do like performance, so that's why I call myself an entertainer because I do everything. I act, I
Okay.
cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do everything. So Alexis is very versatile and entertaining.
That's amazing. And I've read your bio. You're right. You've done a lot, you've accomplished a lot, and you do a lot. And that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
So at what age did you realize your gifts as an artist, as a singer?
Well, 8 is a significant number for me because I made the group when I was in 8th grade, but I got on stage for the first time at the age of 8. Uh,
Wow.
Through my father. I'm an Army brat, so he had a band called the After Hours Band, and he put me on stage for the first time just out of the blue for no reason and had me sing Mama to my mother by Wiz Men.
Oh,
And I definitely didn't sound great, but it was nothing to be like, okay, you're gonna go somewhere with that. So yeah, 8 years old, hit the stage, and then after that, I was like, I want to be a singer. And then I was
yeah,
like, well, I
yeah.
don't want to be a solo singer. I want to be a group. So he
Right,
was
right.
like, go ahead, pick your friends, make a group, come up with the name. I did the whole 9, and I came up with Bliss, and I
Wow.
only went solo in 2016. So a group's
Yeah.
been my life.
Yeah. So what drew you to R&B music in particular?
Just I love like harmonies and like
Mm.
the the way it makes you feel. Like I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
all genres of music, but it's just a certain tie to R&B for me. And it kind of switched over, not switched over, but started to include pop because I dance a
Yeah.
lot. So
Okay.
it's like, okay, I don't want to do like the slow my energy is real so I don't want to do like the slow R&B songs, which ends
Yeah.
up being everybody's favorite. So I end up still making sure it's danceable. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you didn't have to do all that dancing in that. I'm like, whatever I'm gonna do is gonna include a lot of dancing. So
Yeah.
it's just R&B just feels good. Like
And
it
did you
tells
like but
stories.
did you grow up in it? Like, was that what was playing in your, because I know for me, R&B, gospel and R&B is my two favorite music genres, right?
Mhm.
And again, because R&B, like we grew up listening to it,
Yes,
our family like dancing, singing, a lot of sing. So was that part of the influence of R&B? Like, were you, was it like played a lot in your house?
absolutely. Especially with
Yeah.
my dad having the bands, like
Right.
they're
Yeah.
doing
Right.
all Casey and JoJo.
Yeah.
Next, I remember those.
Yeah.
What's the Been Around One Night? That song, like
Yeah.
it's nostalgic for me because I remember playing Nintendo when my mom would be cleaning the house and that song would come on.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's definitely they raised me right.
Yeah. And so the group, you said you started the group Bliss.
Yes.
So how did you come up with the name? Like, what was your idea behind it? So you said, so you started singing at 8,
Uh huh.
but you started the group in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get like with a group of friends? Like, how did that come about? I always like to hear people's story of how they started the group, whose idea was it? And
Exactly that. I went and found my friends because I told my dad, I was like, I want to be in a group. So he's like, okay, we'll
yeah,
get some people. So I literally asked my friends, I was like, you want to be in a group? And they're like, yeah, we don't know nothing about nothing at that time. It's just fun for us. Like
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
childhood is like being like everybody else is out at the playground and I'm in the garage learning the music dance moves to these music videos and having talent shows. So
Right.
yeah, my two friends agreed and we started doing just that, talent shows. And after I picked the members, then my dad was like, you need a name. And at that time, Destiny's Child was one of the groups that I was seeing constantly and definitely idolizing. And how they found their name, I know, was like through the Bible. I didn't have that beside me at the time. I had a dictionary, so I just opened the dictionary. And I closed my eyes, I put my finger down something, and I don't remember what it landed on, but I knew that was not the name. But I scrolled up a little bit. I was in the B's, and bliss meant extreme happiness. And that's what music brings to
Mm.
me. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. So that's how I came up with the name. And then later made it an acronym of Beautiful, Luscious, Intelligent Soul Sisters.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Did all the things.
And you now you all did tours and you did a lot with the group, right?
Yes.
Like
We kind of,
where did you go out, like out of the country? Like what?
yeah, we did a tour in Barbados. We did a 12-city tour in the UK. We
Mm,
did every show you can think of in Atlanta.
wow.
We did 106 in Park. We did, which we won. They used to have this thing called, what is it? Wild Out Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah, I
We
remember
won
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we won that twice. Then they had this concert for the winners called Blaze the Stage. We won that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything you could think of. Did I say X Factor already? Yeah, X Factor. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, and then I joined like school or college, anyways. Wasn't like a big thing. Like after high school, I was like, yep, now I'm like gonna go to it. But then my dad understands that because he is a musician. But we
Right.
moved to Atlanta, and my uncle's here, and he's like, you need to have this part, which I'm very thankful for. So he forced me
Yeah.
to go to school, and I was like, okay, well, fine. So I ended up I've been to 3 different schools, but in Atlanta, I came to Clark Atlanta for the
Okay.
purpose of meeting the people I need to meet to see if we could perform. So like that's how I got my respect in the game, period, because they know me from
Yeah.
school. They're like, oh, we remember you. Like you're always like, hey, can you play a Bliss record or this, that, and the third? And I would bump into like all my like idols, people I wanted to work with, like
Yeah.
112, and like I ended up doing when I went solo, I opened up for 112. The
Okay.
group did as well. So I'm just tied to like SWV, like all the people. I'm like, oh, these
Yeah.
are my friends now. Like I can text them, like, hey sis, like it's the same
Right.
thing. So
So
it
we okay,
aligned perfectly.
so in 2016, you said you decided to go solo. So
Yes.
how was that transition from being a part of a group? Because how many were in the group?
3.
Yeah. So
In
how was
in the
that going from
lifespan of Bliss though, because I moved. I started the group in Virginia. And
okay,
so when I moved, and it was an unexpected move, um,
okay,
so I was here, and then I would have to do shows and say like, oh, well, the rest of Bliss got stuck on a plane or something. Because I never wanted to be a solo artist. I love the group thing.
oh
So
wow,
yeah, at one point in time, they went from 3 members. Then we had 5 because I think LaFace was looking for a group, and they knew I was already in a group. But I was like, I'm not gonna leave my group.
right, yeah,
So yeah, that ended up working out. So it was 4 members, and then there was another one who's the one that stuck with me the entire time. Callie, shout out to her, that's my best friend.
yeah,
Who wasn't supposed to be in the group. She's actually was just like dancing. She came with somebody else who was placed in the group,
okay,
and she was in the living room, and I remember her playing. She brought out this pink banjo, and she's like, I want to sing a song, and she started playing the banjo. She had me when I saw the banjo. I was like, oh, she's in the group. And
yeah,
then the other member was like, well, no, no. And I was like, oh, yes, or I'm not.
right,
So yeah, so then it ended up being 5 of us. And yeah, over time, members switched because music is hard. It's up and down. People
Yeah, I can.
like,
Yeah,
I did my entire life. So people want to
yeah.
like think it happens overnight and it doesn't. The work that it requires, like,
Yeah.
going to school, I'm going to work, I'm going to the
Right.
gym,
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say that had
sleeping.
to be a lot with you going to,
Mhm.
you're in college and then you're still at the same time trying
Right.
to build your career. Yeah, yeah,
And have a job. So it's like,
yeah.
think working off of 4 hours of sleep was my norm.
Mm.
But we would have like late rehearsals because you got to accommodate for 5 different people's schedule.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that got old
Well,
for some people.
that's the part. That's why I asked, how is it transitioning from? Because when it's a group, it's more people. Like you said, you have all these different schedules.
Hmm.
Um, everybody's is not the same. So transitioning from that to like, okay, it's just my schedule, but at the same time, it's all on me.
Right.
You know?
And I love it.
Yeah.
I never thought I was like, when? Because I like, you gotta account for, oh, somebody's late to this or somebody's like,
Right.
and
Yeah.
nobody's gonna really take it like Callie for sure. Is there with me like my ride or die, but
Yeah.
Bliss is my baby. Like I made it, so it's like I'm gonna take it way more serious than anybody else.
Right. Of
So
course.
I was
Yeah.
lucky enough to have her as one of the members that was like stuck with it. But I was like, once I went uh, solo, and everybody was understanding. Like my dad was the
Good.
manager. And then the 2 members, I was just like, you know what? I think I've done everything I can do with the group, and things started like stalling, and I feel like that was just God telling me like, okay, you have to do this on your own. Which
Mm.
then I went solo, and as soon as I went solo, I started getting all these calls. Like
Wow.
I was like, Dad, hey, I can't have you manage me anymore. Like I need to be on my own, and he understood
Yeah.
it. Right, signed the paperwork. They were like, okay, because
Wow.
we did everything. So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and be free. So got new
Yeah.
management, and I got signed. I signed with CBJ, and
Okay. Okay.
yeah, that's
Wow.
led me into the reality TV world.
Yeah. We're gonna get into that. So, but before we get into that, how would you describe your style of music? Like I know it's R&B. But even with R&B, like everybody has their different style. Like some artists are more kind of jazzy. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
how would you describe your style?
Well, I have more of a. It's so funny because I'm like super super loud,
Uh-huh.
but I my singing voice is falsetto, like a nice soft, like
Ah.
the pretty. Unless I'm rapping,
Yeah, I
then
like
I'll
that.
go hard.
Yeah.
But the singing one is more like Aaliyah. Like that's the only thing
Yeah,
really
yeah.
I can compare it to. Like
Yeah.
not too. I say there's 2 different types of artists. There's a singer and who's typically like the entertainer. They sing,
Mhm.
they dance, all that. That's me. And then there's a singer, and
Yeah.
those are the ones that are like belting and they're in church. They like the
Right.
church
Yeah.
voices. There's
Yeah.
a, yeah. So I fall into the entertainer division of the singing side because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm not gonna. And I think that's why I started idolizing Aaliyah so much because I was like, that's the first singer that
Mm.
I really saw that to me, like she didn't do too much. It
It
was
was
just like
effortless. Yeah. Oh no,
effortless.
for
Yeah. And
sure.
I was like, okay, I don't have to be doing all, I don't have to run the ABCs.
Yeah.
So cool. Not that I can, but it's just like, okay,
Right, right.
I don't have to be in this. It puts in my mind, puts you in competition with like, oh, you need to sound like this person or this. Like
Right.
I sound like
Yep.
any of those people.
Yep.
I sound like me. And then I got comfortable with that, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I had to also get comfortable with not having the group sound with me. So
Mm.
I was used to like
That's
having
a transit
harmonies.
that
I'm like, oh wait, I'm lacking this note here or something. So like even my producers now, like I'm recording my, I don't want to say solo album because I was like, I'm not gonna do an album. I'm just gonna drop a bunch of singles. But they're
mhm.
like, stop putting all those harmonies in there. You're not in a group anymore. And I was like,
Yeah,
90s
yeah.
R&B will never leave me, so you will hear those harmonies
Right.
down. That's it. And if I need it when I'm performing, then it's either gonna be in the track or I'm gonna have my background singers.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how has it been as a female artist coming into the industry? Like what obstacles did you face, if any?
Mm, I think I mean, whew, I've faced a lot of obstacles to say that.
Yeah.
But since I was in it at such a young age already, and
Mm-hmm.
then having my father as my manager, I was
Yeah.
protected from a lot of things. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get exposed to a lot of things until I stopped being managed by him,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then was just out there on my own. Like, let me
Right.
figure it out. And I was like, oh, I get it. Cause like nobody's gonna try you when you're like your dad's your manager.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like getting tried a lot. It's like people feel like they need to do certain things. I didn't have to do any of that, but like do certain things to
Yeah.
get, this far or whatever. And I just
Mm-hmm.
never had to be in I've been put in that position, but I never had to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attribute that to me just always being, protected. So then when I was on my own, I was like, oh, I protect myself. Like I'm
Right.
good. I came from a place of I don't need to do this or that to get this far. Either you're
Mm.
gonna get with it
Come
and
on.
you're gonna
That's right.
realize the prize, or you're gonna miss out and you're gonna regret it later because it's
Right.
gonna happen for me regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I'm good.
Yeah. And that's good. You didn't compromise yourself. So have you ever within that, have you ever felt like the pressures to fit in? You know what I mean? Like you just said, like, sometimes they want you to compromise yourself and hey, sing like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or even if they feel like you have a certain style of singing, but like you said, you're diverse, right? You do all kind of things. So a lot of times they'll try to put you in a box.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So how has that been? Like, have you had, how is the pressure of that to kind of not be your true authentic self, I'll say.
I think I've always presented as
'Cause
my
that's a real thing.
true authentic self. So it's just
Yeah.
like, and then I'm also a Gemini, so it's like, which one do you want? Like they're
Which
all
one do you want? Yeah.
they're all 100% real. So it's like when I'm very vocal also about like I'm not gonna do this. I remember specifically there was this one song. It's super super high range, had no problem like hitting it. But I'm looking in the future knowing that I dance. There's
Mm.
no way I
Yep.
can sing
You
this
gotta be
and right.
realistic. Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, they're like, okay, just do this and do this run. And like I said, that run is gonna be everybody's favorite part. And I will not do it at a
And you
live show.
gotta
So
wow.
there's no like, why would I even put it in there? Everybody will
Yeah.
look for that. Because I know I'd be like, oh, here come my part, and then I won't
Exactly.
do
Yeah.
it. Like I can do it because I'm standing in the studio still. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot do it after I've been doing a 15-minute set and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, no, I know my voice. So I'm
Yeah.
real vocal about that. It's like, hey, if I can't do it live, I'm not going to
Right.
manipulate anything in the studio to like, even the producers I work with, autotune for whatever reason doesn't work on my voice. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's a good thing. So you
Right.
really are actually getting the real everything because autotune will
Yeah.
like correct pitch and all that. But whatever key it is, I'll sing the right note and it will pull it to the wrong note. So I don't even
Yeah.
use autotune.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. Well, there's that. But yeah, I've never had to like
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
whatever I
That's good.
present as like I am who I am, and there are so many sides to me, and you can get any one of them at any
Pick
point
which
in
one
time.
you want. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So you mentioned reality TV. So you were on Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yes.
How did that come about? So was it your music or I'll ask this. Was that part of your plan? Like did you go on there? Was this the idea to, hey, this can push my music, this can catapult my music career?
Absolutely. That was the
Hmm.
reason for it.
Yeah.
And then I was signed to Stevie J. So then it
Okay.
was easier. And then me and my partner at the time that I was dating, um, we got chosen for the show. So I was like, okay, cool. This is going to be great for the career or whatever.
Right,
And so
right.
when we started filming, though, it started going in a way that is not,
Mm-hmm.
I live my life really openly. Like you can tell like who I am on Instagram. So the stuff like, I'm not fighting people. I'm not
Hmm.
a jealous
Right.
person. I'm not doing none of the stuff that they were kind of trying to get us to do.
Yeah.
And so I remember one day we were filming something and I did not like the way it was going. I was like, you know what? I'm done. So
Yeah.
I emailed, I said, hey, I would like to be out of, like, take us out the contract. And they were like, okay, they honored it, took me out.
Oh,
And then they
good.
put me on VH1 Leave It to Stevie.
Uh-huh.
And
I remember that.
that one was more positive. So you
Yeah.
actually see me air on that. And the
Yeah.
only drama on that was that my band didn't show up. But then you
Okay.
find out that she plays every instrument. So it was a dope experience. So
Yeah.
no drama. Like I don't do that. I'm not about to, no.
So let me ask you this, that because you act too, right? Are
Yes.
you're into, so did that inspire the acting, or were you already kind of?
That inspired the acting. I feel like the acting's always been a part of it, period, though, because when we're doing music videos, I'm acting. Like,
True.
so I'm like, I'm already doing this. And then when we did reality TV, I was like, okay, I never want to do reality TV again. But I will do, like, and I remember saying that before getting out of the Love and Hip Hop paperwork. I was like, if y'all say that this is scripted, I'll stay. Like,
I'll stay. Right.
I'm not about to let y'all make these people think that's how I.
That's me.
No. We don't. It doesn't. The math ain't mathing, and
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And in my eyes, that's the definition of selling your soul. Like, you know, you know, that's not what you would do, and I'm not going to do it to be a part of something. So, and it ended up working out.
You chose your integrity.
No, put me on something that made sense.
Yeah. You chose integrity, and I love that. Yeah, you chose you know.
Yes.
So so you were on Love and Hip Hop, right? And you were on
Leave It to Stevie. Yeah.
Right? So let's, from the beginning of your singing career up until that point, what would you say is your most, like, empowering moment? Your most defining moment?
I think that was a big moment. That was everybody's introduction to, oh, she's not in the group anymore. Like, what? We only know her for the group. That's crazy. So I think that was a powerful moment. Like, that was a big accomplishment in my eyes. Like, oh, you made it on television. Like, it's all about relationships to me. Like, you've met this person, like, you've got this relationship and you can plug in here, or, you know, and I think that opened a lot of doors by being on that show. It could have been way bigger, but there was also a lot of drama stuff going on with the, you know, other characters on the show. So, but I just say, look, everything happens how it should. My episode was amazing, and I was fine.
Yeah. That's good. And I ask that because I know most people who go on those shows, they do it for, you know, it's like, look, this can help my career, so hey,
sure.
I'm gonna go for this, you know what I mean? And they end up, you know, a lot of them do end up finding success. Like you said, that was your introductory to the world, you know.
And it can work. Cardi B is a prime example. Like, but she was herself. Like, you don't see nothing different. She didn't have to act any, like, that's just who she was. And then you got to see her mature and be who she is now. It's just like, for me, it would have been backwards. It was like, okay, you want me to act like I act a fool, and then I'm not.
And find out that's really not you.
It's really not. She's in there, but she's tucked away. Like, I'm not.
Right.
That Gemini does absolutely have that side. But I know to leave her where she's at.
Just not on the regular, right? Oh my gosh. So what you mentioned Aaliyah. So was she your inspiration, like your influence as far as your music? Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. When she passed away, I cried so hard. My parents were like, you act like you knew her personally. I was like, I did.
Yeah.
I was like, there wasn't enough time because me and her would have been best friends. Like, I was so hurt. But yeah, definitely a huge influence. Her, Michael. Like, I like to put on, like, the entire show. It's not just I want the music to tell a story, and, like, I'm not the singer that sits and all my choreographers will tell you, because they tell me, stop dancing, Alexis. Just go on this, at least this part. Just sing. You don't have to sing
Yeah.
and dance, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I want to do that part too. So I'm hurting myself by singing and dancing at the same time. So,
Wow.
but yeah, I definitely just that's my that's my idol. That hurt my heart.
And that was my next question of like, what is the specific vibe you like, to give the audience as far as your music, or like uh what stories do you like to tell? Is it more love? Is it, you know what I mean? Like
Experiences. I write from experience. I
experience,
write all
life
my own music.
experience.
So everything that I've gone
Oh,
through.
that's good.
Yeah. So it's absolutely relatable because I know I'm not
Hmm.
the only one that's gone through like certain things.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. So tell us about Thread Life. Now, first of all, you're a singer,
Hmm.
entertainer,
Hmm.
actress, a
Hmm.
dancer, and then boom, now I want to go into fashion.
Yes.
How did that come about? That's why I said I already know. When you say you do everything, oh, I saw it.
That
So how
actually,
did you what made you want to go into fashion? First, tell us about Thread Life. What let the viewers, I know what it's about, but let the viewers know what is Thread Life.
so Thread Life is a showroom and specifically catering to the pulling of wardrobe for movies and films
Mm.
and red carpets and special events, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That because we have statement pieces like
Yeah.
one of ones, or like if matter of fact, I have it. Tom Ford, I think he has a dress he only made 2 or 3 of, and
Mm.
one of them's at Thread Life.
Oh
So
wow.
it's definitely, we do these events, and I know me specifically going to red carpets and all that, I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this again.
Yep.
So
Yep. You
it makes
can't.
no
You
sense
can't.
to, right, I can't. They
That's a
took pictures
no-no.
on the blog, it's here, like, you can't,
That's
like,
a no-no.
you made the statement, so it's done. So it's like, okay, how can you utilize that? And people are always doing production, they're having to pull from certain stores, or this, that, and the third. And why go spend $10,000 on a dress that you're gonna
Mm.
wear once when you can rent it out and bring it back? So that's what Thread Life is about. I
Okay.
just got kind of like thrown into that. I was helping somebody else with their dream and vision. My fashion line, or fashion period, was only, I work out a lot, so I was making a fitness line. So
Yeah.
I got thrown into the heavier part of it when I was helping somebody else start a manufacturing company. And as a result of the relationships I made through that, stemmed Thread Life. So I've like, and it's been sustained. Like, I haven't had a grand opening yet. Like, I've been
Wow.
busy with everything else, but like went in there, built everything out. Like, it's there, and the certain stylists like that know about it come do the pools.
Okay.
And because I'm also in a government building, so because it's millions of dollars worth of stuff, so like you can't just walk in there like
I was
at
gonna
all.
say, like, you can't be like just that standalone in
No.
the strip mall.
Nope. Because I'm also considering, like, I had started my radio promo tour with Mr. Hanky,
Okay.
and then I had a slip and fall accident where they had mopped the floor and didn't put a sign down,
Mm.
and I ended up with all these injuries, so I had to stop. So this ended up just being like my pivot in it. Like,
Wow.
okay, thanks God, but still at the same time, I'm like I felt so hard. I broke the ribs on my, and I danced a lot, so I broke my ribs on
Oh
the left
wow.
side, tore my hamstring.
Yeah.
My right knee's permanently displaced. I have you can't see it, but I know it. Then I have
Wow.
instant arthritis in the knee. Right now, I am still in therapy, and I fell July 2nd of 2024. So it's been
Mm.
like a whole year, and we're still like getting all the
I can
symptoms
imagine.
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I got a concussion, and that turned into post concussion syndrome, which is now a confirmed. I have a brain injury, so
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like, this is insane. And then my shoulder was torn, so your
Wow.
body can't process all of that at the same
At the
time.
same time, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like one I'm thinking one thing's fixed, then it's like, wait, I feel this. So luckily I did go to the hospital when I fell, like, and I'm not thinking like something like this, it's this major of a problem. I'm
Of
mad that I
course.
fell and I instantly felt my leg. And I'm like, I know something's wrong with my leg for sure.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that being my hamstring ripping. And I'm like, oh, I can't dance. I can't do none of that stuff. Like I just started my tour. So me having to stop that put me in a really bad space. But
I
luckily,
was gonna ask that, because you mentioned like with you dance a lot for your performances. So how was that? Not
like I
having
had to stop everything.
being
I had to
able.
stop and sit
Wow.
down. And I
Wow.
am not a sit down person. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
still, my doctors now are like, we don't even know how you do it. Cause like I present happy and fine and all that, but that it'll show up later as a random panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I will have gotten like a slew of great news, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
have a panic attack. And it's like me crying and I'm sad and I can't even tell you why.
Yeah.
And they'll have these machines hooked up to me where I'm like, I feel fine, but my blood pressure through the roof, like stroke number.
Wow.
They're like, they're like, we can't even tell you that you haven't already had a stroke. And I was like I laugh it off, but I'm just like, I don't know what to tell y'all because in this moment I feel fine. So
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
but yeah, also with the brain injury, it affects my memory, my short-term memory, um, emotion. So I'm thinking that's where the panic attacks have been amplified, and
Mm.
then just me being upset that I had to stop. Like I've been working my entire life for
That's
this
what I'm
moment.
saying. All of that, all to just. Oh my
Yeah, it was
gosh.
just too
Yeah.
much trauma at one time.
At one
So,
time. Yeah.
but yeah, I ended up with the relationship that I made from the manufacturing company, ended up doing the clothes for Nelly's tour. So all of his dancers, their outfits, concerts, all of that. His birthday, he always has this big birthday event. So
Yeah.
making the clothes for that. So I was like, oh, okay, well,
Wow.
cool. So something to create because creatively I can't just sit still. Not gonna happen. Like I
But look
did.
how, look how, like you said, that happened. You couldn't dance. You couldn't do this. You had to stop the tour. But look how God dropped that in your lap.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is wow. That's
Yeah, a
something.
delay is not a denial. And I'll be
It's not
extra
denial,
prepared
honey.
for the tour
Yeah.
now.
Wow. And look, you don't. The saying, you don't look like what you've been through. Your picture is right there next to that saying.
Right. My daughter's like, listen, I don't care what you're
You are
beautiful,
wearing
you're
your
smiling, you're
glow,
happy, but your
honey.
body is telling me something completely different. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah. Like everybody, they did like this pain test, and where it shows everybody's normal rate of pain from 1 to 10, with 10
Yeah.
being the highest, and everybody's 10, like excruciating, is my 1. So
Mm.
like mentally they're trying to fix that because like you detach from, you don't know that your body is in pain.
Wow.
Like I'll get like a sharp, like I know it hurts, like this hurts now, but it's like I can't tell you
But in your
like, is it
mind,
a
it's not a
10 or is it a,
10.
yeah, it's
Right.
like a,
Exactly.
it's like a 1. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
but you put it on a hook the machine up and it's like, no, it's at a 10.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell y'all. They're like, you developed a defense mechanism that we don't want to tear down because obviously it's like working in your favor, it's saving you.
Yeah.
You just got to
Yeah.
figure out like, I guess I'm like a weird case.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah.
So that leads to something, and I ask all of my guests is because all of my guests are entrepreneurs. They got careers. They're entertain. They're they have busy lives. How do you find time? What do you do to like just wind down now? And I already know your answer because you already told me you can't sit down.
I don't. And that is one of the things that I have 4 neuro doctors.
Yeah.
And one of them, well, they also the same thing, but one is specifically for mental health. And she's like, you have
You
to
have to.
find, even because what happens is when I'll have a panic attack, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll like cry, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
crazy. That'll be
Mm-hmm.
my release.
Yeah.
And I give myself a moment to have that release, and then I got to get back to whatever, I'm doing in life.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, that's okay for right now, but that's literally the trauma
Mm-hmm.
bottled up in you saying, please pay attention to me. But I'm
Yep.
like, I don't have time to pay attention to. And they think that if I took the time to really sit and pay attention to it, then I would think that I would not be able to do the things that I'm doing. So
Mm.
it's like it's so much. I'm like, oh, like the brain is and the body is really, really something. But I
I'm
literally
telling
don't
you.
have time. I'm doing so many things. Like
Yeah.
I don't have time. And I find that when I am in a mode of rest or sitting and like I have a moment like, oh, you finish everything, then I'm panicking thinking that I forgot
Thinking
something.
there's something.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, no, there's no way I'm done with everything. Something else. And that cues everything up. And I'm just, yeah, it's
And
crazy.
it's
So,
because but like you said, you've always been like that. You know what I mean? You've always
yeah.
kind of operated like that. But what are they suggesting? Like, so, like you said, she's telling you, you got to make time. You got to do something. What is she suggesting? Like, are they giving you like any,
Oh, yeah. Just
things you can try?
They gave me a list of things. So the thing is, my me time was the gym, and then I had to stop. So it took. I'm
Ah,
like that's my outlet. So,
me too. Same.
um,
Yeah. Same here. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah.
so now finding different things like they literally are giving me like when I'm feeling like I'm about to have a panic attack. Like they're giving me like these coping mechanisms. Like I have to like sit on the floor and ground myself to remind myself of like the present time because
Mm.
all the panic attack is me thinking about everything that has happened or is going to happen
Or
and
that's gonna happen.
experiencing it,
Yeah.
and it probably will never happen. So it's like bring yourself
Wow.
back to right now and know that everything is happening how it's supposed to and you're fine. So I have to like say that out loud and then I'll calm down. And they've also got me on all this medicine for all this pain stuff. So I'm like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
But I did just get clear to go back to the gym. So I see that's being,
That'll help. Yeah.
yeah,
That's gonna help. Definitely. That's
that's
gonna help.
definitely my outlet. I love the gym.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. I like the sauna. I like sitting in the sauna. Yeah. Yeah. That kind of like that gives me my pause. That's like my pause.
Yeah, it's like a
I'll sit in the sauna
right.
and I'll listen to music, and it
Mhm.
really like just clears my mind. It's like I call it a mind. It detox my mind.
Yeah.
It really is, and I always recommend it to people because I had maybe I've been doing it for like 2 years. Before 2 years ago, I never would have tried gotten the sauna. I'm like, I'm not getting there; it's too hot.
Yeah.
And so my goddaughter, she's the one who got me to start because she made it part of my workout. She used to train me. And so that's how after that first time, I was like, oh my gosh. And I go like 4 times a week.
Oh wow.
And so that's part of my workout. I do 20 to 25 minutes in the sauna, and
Yeah,
then
it's
I'll go
just
out and do, my workout session. But yeah, it's very, I highly recommend that.
yeah, I've tried I went to this place called the Sweat House, and I
Mm,
think that might be the only place that I can actually sit and enjoy the sauna because
yeah,
it's something about just being in the sauna. I it's being still.
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, it's 30 minutes up. Yeah, like at the Sweat House, like you had like a TV and all that, like set right outside of it. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, I can
Okay.
be doing something. I'm watching something, but to just sit in a sauna and there's nothing, and I'm not bring my phone in there because it's hot. So I'm like, okay, am I done yet? Like that meditate. They've tried everything. I can't do meditation, yoga.
Wow.
Like my mind is just it'll leave. They're like, okay, try to
Yeah.
focus on this. I'm like, I'm simultaneously thinking about two things at the exact same time. I could
You
tell.
know
They're like,
what?
okay, well, erase this one. I'm like, I promise you, it's like squirrel.
Yeah.
That's just my mind. So I yeah.
But you know what? You write your own music, right? I mean,
Yes.
isn't that like therapeutic? Like, isn't that like, wouldn't that be therapeutic when you're
Yeah.
writing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would think that would be
Being in the studio, being like, but I also consider that being like active. Me just being
okay.
active is
Okay.
my therapy. I need to
Okay.
be doing something. So
Mhm.
if I'm not doing something, it doesn't feel normal. So I'm trying to get
Mm.
used to like, hey, you have some downtime. And what I found in my downtime is like, don't ask me to come outside.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to go.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to stay. I enjoy. I will come home,
Oh yeah.
sit down. That's it.
Yep.
Like good luck at like if
Well,
I'm
that's a good
outside, I was
thing.
paid to be outside. I
Yeah.
was paid to be there because I'm not
Right.
voluntarily going to nobody's club. No, like it's got to be something low key. Like
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
or out to
Yeah.
eat because I love food. But even then,
Yeah.
like, can we just like DoorDash it?
Yeah.
Because my like the house is comfortable. You want me to leave here
Right.
to go
Right.
out there? No. There's too many things to. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Any ounce of, oh, you don't have to do something. Cool. And I'm trying to get myself the space of, hey, calm
Yeah.
down, watch something. That's what they told me. Find something to binge on Netflix. Okay,
Yeah.
did that, and then panic because it's over. I finished it. I just finished Animal
Mm.
Kingdom. I'm like,
Wow.
okay, well, what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
constantly looking for. I feel like I set a goal every 5 minutes. It's like, okay, you achieved it. Now what? What's next?
Yeah. Now what's
I
next?
want to
Yeah.
exhaust every talent I have
Mm.
while I'm still alive. You get
Yeah.
one life, and after like going through
Yeah.
like sprouts of depression and
Yeah.
like just being through
Mhm.
everything, it's like you value it
Yeah.
way
That's
different.
true. That's
It's
true.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so
So what do you have new? Do you have any new music coming up? What in your because like you said, you haven't been able to perform, but I'm
mhm.
sure you're still creating.
Absolutely that comes out in the clothes, the my line. I've been
Yeah.
constantly still working. I just bought a house. I'm gutted the whole thing out. So designing that's been, therapeutic. And then
Congratulations.
thank
Yeah. That's
you.
yeah, that's big.
And I got a the song that me and Mr. Hanky actually we're about to drop one. I just finished. I just got back that's mixed called Illis Chick, and
Mhm.
I'm singing rapping on that, and we're just gonna drop that and get ready for next year where I'll be dropping the single that we were supposed to be promoting on the radio tour, which
Oh, I can't
it
wait.
worked out because the single samples Case Touch Me Tease Me, which is one of my favorite songs,
Oh yeah.
and it so happens he's about to go on tour with 112. I said,
Mm.
look at the timing because by then the song will be pushed. We're doing the
Right,
radio
right.
push. Of course, why wouldn't I join on, especially that song? Like, hey, when
Yeah.
you're in this city. So yeah, everything's working out. And then I got a call today, but I'm just hold tight on the announcement of that
Mhm.
for a little bit longer till I have my paper in hand. But yeah,
Yeah.
I am actually going on tour, so I can say that much.
Woo!
Yay!
This is exciting, but I'm going to tell you. Look at God. Look, you what some people would have, like you said, you fell, you got hurt. All of it, you felt like your body is breaking down, and God still bless you to be able to. He's still throwing all of these blessings at you. You know what I mean? To be able
Mm-hmm.
to still thrive, to still move forward in your passion. I mean that's amazing. You didn't let what happened defeat you. That's
Right.
what's so powerful about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was I can say now like all the traumas or things that I've gone through
Yeah.
have been. I have to look at it as what was I supposed to learn from this. So
There you
like
go.
there was a lot of shedding of
There
people,
you go.
shedding of like tendencies, like
Yeah.
stop going above and beyond for like you need to focus on self. And then
That's
this
right.
really made me have to focus on self. So I was like, okay,
Mm.
I get it. You don't have to send me any more messages.
Yeah. Look, he'll
Okay.
sit you down to give you the
Right.
message.
Right. Yeah. He's like,
He's gonna
okay,
pick you
now you
back
got
up,
the
but he
message.
will. Yeah.
Now I can allow you to have these blessings that
Yeah.
it was always going to happen.
It was
You
gonna
just
happen.
hard headed. You don't listen. So
Yeah.
until you get it, so I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
got it. I
Yeah.
promise I got it. You ain't got to tell me I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And again, you have to go through it to get it. You know what I mean?
that's
Like
true too.
that's how I
Yeah,
think of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And if you appreciate it so much more. It's like, okay, all of that wasn't for nothing. And
Mhm.
so yeah, I find the silver lining in all of it. So it didn't
Yeah.
happen to me, it happened for me.
It happened for you. That I love that. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what advice is one last question? Would you give that young aspiring artist, that young girl out there, or a young woman, somebody who may even be watching that is just kind of afraid to step, they have that gift, and they're just afraid to step out into it, or just not confident enough. What advice would you give them?
I would say, number one, we only get one life.
Mm,
And if God blessed you with a gift, it would be a terrible waste
mm,
for you not to use it. That's number one. Number two, um, just starting off, especially me, like I cared too much about what everybody else thought. If you erase that, oh, sky's the limit. Like your opinion is your opinion. For every person that may not like something, there's
mm.
300 other people that like it. So don't chase after anything. Do you put your gift out there, or put whatever it is that you want to do out there, and that's how the universe works. What is supposed to gravitate towards you will
Right.
be yours. So don't stand in your own way. Like the fear, that's normal. I get like super anxious before I'm about to hit the stage. Like I'm
Mm,
talking about anxious to the point I'm about to throw up.
mm.
And I read somewhere they're like that means you're so humble. So it's a good sign. So like still stay scared, or keep that part about you,
Mm,
because you don't want to, also don't be
that's
cocky
good.
with it, because just as fast as
Yep.
don't you get too far ahead with yourself and it can be gone. So
Yeah.
it's just like take advantage of the moments that are presented for you, and do not be discouraged by a closed door. I've had so many no's, and looking back at them now, it was not no, it was actually protection.
There you go.
So yeah, like no, all paths gonna lead to the same thing, but you just can't go through this door. If you hear a no, then okay, cool, and go make your own door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I say go for it, by all
I
means.
I love it, and that is great, because again, coming from you, you have experience. You know what I mean? Like you said, you've had those no's, you've had those closed doors, and I love how you said that those closed doors were for protection.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people look at them as defeat. You know what I mean? But no, it's for your protection. So stay on get back up, stay on the path. Hey, you gotta. Of course, when you get the closed door, you're gonna feel a little bad. You
For
may want to
sure.
cry. Just don't stay there.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't stay in
Fall
that
down,
puddle of
fall down as
tears.
many times as you want to, but you got
Listen,
to get back up.
you gotta
I've
get
fallen
back
down
up.
plenty of times, but I've never stayed there.
Exactly. Do
Never
not
stayed there.
stay there. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, yeah. That's great advice. And I, first of all, thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
It was like I said, I love the fact that you're doing all of these amazing things. When I saw you open uh the store, the Thread Life, for the statement pieces, that was just, I was like, wow, how she went from singing to the reality TV, and then to do this, like that's big.
Thank you.
Especially in the industry, that's huge.
Yeah, you got to
That
utilize
that
all avenues.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that is you are really doing amazing things, and your light, like I said, you don't look like what you've been through. Your light is shining. And again, like you said, sometimes you feel pain, it doesn't look like it, but your smile is inspiring someone. Your smile is empowering someone. Your journey is empowering someone else. So I always tell people that somebody else is watching you. That's something that I had to
Hmm.
realize, like, hey, somebody is watching you, so you better check yourself. You know what I mean? You got to watch
Yeah,
your walk. So I'm sure that somebody else is watching your glow, like, wow, I can do this too.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm here to
So
encourage it.
thank you so much for coming on the show, and I cannot wait to hear your new music. Of course, I'm following you on Instagram, so I will definitely, when you drop it, I'll be sharing that
Thank you so
on
much.
my platform for sure. And thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You are right here. If you're on the Facebook Live, go to our YouTube channel and be sure to subscribe, because We have some amazing things. We got some new things coming up that I can't really announce yet. We got some new things coming up to our YouTube channel. Be sure to visit our website at www.icando.biz and subscribe to our website as well, because you'll get our newsletters of all the things that are new that are coming up. Again, thank you all for taking time out of your evening to sit down with myself and Alexis. And Alexis, thank you again. And I wish you all a blessed evening. And be sure, as always, to make sure that you finish the week strong. Friday, your status should be that I finished strong. All right. God
Thank you
bless
for
you
having
all.
me.
Bye.
Bye.